Last night I had an epiphany about the word influence. Yeah, and I've learned influence can be good or bad, depending on what's around you. But from my experience, influence was always bad. Well, not for me. Well, I take that back. Yeah, there have been moments where it was bad for me and end up paying the price for that. Yeah. Um, but from the examples I've seen about influence, oh, there we go. From the example, for example, when growing up, when I was in school, there would always be a new kid on the block, and 9 times out of 10, that person was always, quiet and whatnot, and all it takes is one person. That's all it takes. One person to introduce themselves. Like, oh hey, I'm so and so. This is my crew, or this is my friends. These are my friends. And just like that, the influence can turn from good to bad. Prime example of bad influence. The main thing that happened to me when I was in elementary school, every single time there was a new kid in our class, the moment they met the so-called popular people back then, their whole demeanor changed within a day. A day. That's how quickly influence was bad. Well, that sentence wrong. Let me reverse that. That's how quickly he got influenced. Just that quick. Around the wrong crowd. That is a huge example of bad influence right then and there. Right? And what was fucked up about it? We were friends at first. We were friends. We hit it off on the first day. On the first day. The next day, like a light switch, just that easy. I'm like, wow, you got influenced that quick? Cool. 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 Nice. Awesome. Awesome. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you for that one. Yeah. And that's all it took. That's all it took. That's all it took. One person. So every time somebody new came to our school or to my class, I didn't even bother talking to them because I already knew what was going to happen next. Another example, well, one for good influence, and that can mean anything. Like we all know what good influence is. It can be from a person in a video, something that you look up to, something you do, it can be anything, almost anything. For good influence, there's like several examples, several. But in most categories, it's mainly from people. That's where it mostly extends from. When it comes to influence, for good influence, it's mainly people. It's mainly people. Not just it's mainly people. But yeah, it's one. It just it. I don't know why I wanted to make this video about it to talk about influence, but it just came to me last night. Well, I wouldn't say last night. It just came out of nowhere. I was like, I'll make a video because I haven't made one. In a, sorry, it's my refrigerator, or as Medea would say, Frigidaire. Um, yeah, just haven't made a video in a while. So I just wanted to talk about this because it randomly popped in my head. I was like, that's a, that could be a good topic to talk about. But yeah, the main thing is influence is like a double-edged sword. It can be good or bad, depending on the situation or the people you surround yourself with. Because again, it all ties, the word all ties to people. People influence you to do good things, sometimes do the worst. I would know. I went down that road more than once. Mm. Uh, then there were times there was good influence, and if it wasn't for those people that influenced me to do the right things back then, I probably wouldn't be sitting here. Yeah, I wouldn't be sitting here right now. I'm gonna be honest. If I stuck down the path of what I used to be, who I used to be, yeah, I wouldn't be sitting here. I wouldn't be sitting here. I wouldn't. But overall, yeah, it's a lot. That word has a lot of power. A lot. Um, yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. Um, let me know in the comment section. Comments? Yeah, comments session. Oh my gosh, get your words together, Jay. Let me know in the comment section down below what you guys want me to talk about next, and I'll make a video about it. Because I always thought about making a podcast too. I started it, but then after like the third episode, people weren't really feeling it, so I stopped it. But I am thinking about starting it up again. Yeah, but guys, whoever sees this video, I would love for you guys to give me topics that I can talk about. I would love for that. And once again, I even have some. That's another reason I wanted to make a video too for announcements. Um, but I'll do that later. I'll do that later. Yeah, I'll make the announcement video later. Yeah, I'll do that later. But for now, once again, the moral of this is be mindful of who you have around you. And if you see that they're good for you, keep them. But if you know they're not, cut them off. Seriously, cut them off before it's too late. If you feel like that person's going to bring you down and influence you in a bad way, cut them off. Cut them off. Don't even don't even try to talk to them or try to make it work. Nope, cut them off. But if they lift you up and they, make you feel good and they influence you in a good way, good for you. But overall, never surround yourself with people that's gonna like put you in a box or influence you the wrong way. because it's not fun. Because sometimes you can be influenced and you thinking it's good and then it's not. Then later on you find out it's not, but by then the damage has been done. You already done did it. Yeah. So just be mindful of who you keep around you. Because sometimes they can start off good and turn evil. The words, prime example, the words of my mother. Just because it looked good doesn't mean that it's good for you. On that note, what time is it? Oh, it's 11. I will be making an announcement video for stuff to come and whatnot. And we also got a we also have a celebration video too. So without further ado, stay safe out there, guys, and remember, be mindful of the people you keep around you, because influence can be good or bad.